You've probably seen this one before. Rub a slice of potato on an age spot for 20 minutes and it fades away. That sounds great. It's cheap. It's natural. It's already in your kitchen. The problem is, this claim is mostly unsupported and misleading. The official sources I checked do talk about age spots, dark spots, and at-home care. None of them support the idea that a potato can erase an age spot in 20 minutes. What they do support is a lot less exciting: sun protection, making sure the spot really is an age spot, and using ingredients or treatments that actually have dermatology support. And the 20 minutes part is the biggest red flag. Real pigment does not usually vanish on a kitchen timer. The American Academy of Dermatology says dark spots usually fade slowly, and even relatively mild discoloration can take 6 to 12 months to fade once the cause is addressed. So the viral promise is already out of step with how pigmentation usually works. Why do people fall for it? Because it sounds harmless and easy. A potato feels safer than a bottle with ingredients you can't pronounce. People hear natural and quietly turn that into gentle and effective, even though those are not the same thing. And a lot of viewers don't actually know what age spots are, so any cheap trick starts to sound believable. The official explanation is a lot less dramatic. The United States National Institute on Aging describes age spots as flat brown spots often caused by sun exposure over time. The United States National Library of Medicine's Medline Plus also describes age spots, or lentigines, as pigmented areas that show up in sun-exposed skin as people get older. That already tells you this is not some surface mark you wipe off. It is a long-term skin change. This is where the viral logic breaks down. It assumes all brown spots are the same. They are not. Some are age spots, some are post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, some are melasma, some are not harmless at all. The American Academy of Dermatology warns that other lesions can be mistaken for age spots, including seborrheic keratoses, actinic keratoses, and skin cancer. That part matters a lot more than most viral videos admit. The American Academy of Dermatology says a dermatologist can help tell whether a spot is really an age spot and warns that treating skin cancer like it is just an age spot can give that cancer time to grow and spread. Another page from the same organization explains that some actinic keratoses, which are precancerous growths, can look like age spots and may feel rough or scaly rather than smooth. So, if a spot is new, changing, rough, scaly, itchy, bleeding, or just looks off, that is not the moment to start rubbing produce on it and hoping for a miracle. The official guidance is very clear that some things that look harmless are not harmless. There is another problem with these kitchen hacks: irritation. The United States National Library of Medicine's Medline Plus explains that contact dermatitis can happen after the skin comes into contact with a substance. The American Academy of Dermatology also notes that irritation can make dark spots worse. So, repeated rubbing, experimenting, or using things that sting or inflame your skin can push you in the wrong direction. So what actually makes sense if your goal is simple? You want the spot to become less noticeable, and you want something low cost you can do at home. Start with sunscreen. That is the boring answer, but it is the real one. The United States National Institute on Aging recommends a broad-spectrum sunscreen that protects against both UVA and UVB. The American Academy of Dermatology also recommends sunscreen with SPF 30 or higher for managing dark spots. Sunscreen helps stop more pigment from building up, and it helps prevent existing spots from getting darker. A hat helps too. If you are trying to fade the spot while also feeding the problem with more sun, you are fighting yourself. Next, stop irritating the area. Do not scrub it. Do not keep testing random do-it-yourself tricks. Do not assume burning means something is working. The American Academy of Dermatology says irritation can trigger or worsen dark spots, and gentler care is less likely to make pigmentation linger. Then, if you want a realistic over-the-counter route, use ingredients the American Academy of Dermatology actually lists for fading dark spots. That includes options like azelaic acid, glycolic acid, kojic acid, retinoids, and vitamin C. That does not mean you need 5 products at once. It means there are at-home options with actual dermatology support, and potato is not one of them. And keep the expectation real. You are looking for gradual fading, not a dramatic overnight reveal. The internet loves fast fixes because fast fixes get clicks. Skin usually does not work that way. Official guidance points to prevention, consistency, and patience much more than magic tricks. So this claim gets one thing right. People do want a simple home solution. That part is real. Everything else is where it falls apart. A potato is not an officially supported age spot treatment. Age spots are usually linked to long-term sun exposure. Some age spots are not age spots. And if you want the low-cost version that actually makes sense, it is sunscreen, less irritation, and evidence-based fading ingredients used with realistic expectations. That is the bigger lesson with viral skin hacks in general. What sounds natural is not automatically proven. What looks easy is not automatically safe, and what seems to work in a 15-second clip may have nothing to do with what official sources actually support.